嗨，各位观众朋友，您好，欢迎收看 What's Up Bonnie， 我是 Bonnie。很多人会不会觉得在欧美国家工作比较爽？工时比较少，或者是钱拿的比较多，是不是真的这样呢？我们今天邀请到了一个在台湾工作的美国人，他也在很多其他地方都工作过。欢迎 Jarae。
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Jarae.
Yay, Jarae, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
All right, everyone. I'm Jarae. I come from Indiana in the United States. No one knows where that is, so like New York, California, Chicago, Indiana is right there, right next to it.
And you've been working in different cities, different countries?
I've worked in the US, I've worked in Tokyo, I've worked in Shanghai, and now Taipei.
Wow. Are you like 200 years old? Because that's like a lot of places.
I'm wise beyond my years. I can just say that.
Okay, so can you tell us a little difference between, working in the States, working in Asia? What's better?
For me, it's kind of a strict work environment here. Like, people are really dedicated to their jobs.
Yeah.
Like, when I leave the office and I go to talk to people, and we can start out having a casual conversation, but they're right back into their jobs.
Yeah.
And it's like, you want to go out on a weeknight, and they're like, I don't know, I gotta work in the morning. I was like,
yeah, it's always like that. It's always like that.
I would love to go out a little more on weekdays, but yeah, my colleagues especially are pretty serious about their job.
Yeah.
And to the point where they even work overtime, where I personally refuse to do anything for free. So
I would assume working in Japan is a lot harder than working in Taiwan.
yeah, in my opinion, I don't think there's really anywhere that's probably harder than working in Japan.
Yeah.
Even me, when I was there, I was still going to school, so I wasn't working full time, just part time. And like, my colleagues expected me to stay after work. You can't leave until the person above you leaves, and they can't leave until the person above them leaves. And all of us foreigners, we're like, hey, it's time to go. So yeah.
Do you go drink with them after work?
Yeah, a lot of times we have to do that too. And as a student working part time, like, the places that they go can be so expensive.
Oh, you have to pay?
Yes, definitely.
I thought they pay.
It's more of like a tiered system. So like, your boss will pay the highest amount, and then it kind of goes down as you've been there. But some nights we would go to eat food or drink drinks that are like $40 US, and I'm like, that's like 3 days pay when I'm a student. So KTV is so popular in Japan that it's actually cheaper than here. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so I can go all the time and get food, drinks, everything for like still like half the price of Taiwan KTV. One thing about working in the US, like, it's actually kind of location dependent, but depending on where you work, the work environment is a lot less strict, a lot less rigid than here, and the pay is
A lot higher, right?
a lot higher. Even relative to the cost of living here, the pay is quite a lot higher in the US, and it's actually one of like the factors I had to weigh when I was deciding if I wanted to come here. But I found a cool gig. But yeah, the pay is definitely something I hope rises in Taiwan soon. In the US, let's see, I think that there's a little more autonomy. Like, here, maybe you have to check in so much and do so many meetings, so many like written assessments of yourself and stuff like that.
Line group chat.
I think that I love my coworkers so much, but I think that we have like 8 or 9 different line groups for so many unnecessary things, and I don't know which one is which, and I just mute them all. And when I see like a 25 there, I'm like, all right, maybe this is important. So then I can transition and, check in. Yeah.
How do you communicate with your coworkers in the States then? Through email, WhatsApp group?
We all text message all the time. I mean, everyone has it at least, and it's very convenient, very fast. Email is another way for more formal things, but usually text message.
Okay, cool. So you're working in education right now?
Yeah. I've been in education for like 5+ years now. I dabble in a lot of other things too, but education has always been my main breadwinner. So yeah, I'm working at an elementary school here in Taiwan.
That's cool. That's really cool. Are the kids here working hard?
I kind of think the kids are working just a little bit too hard. Like sometimes I like to see them be goofy or do something dumb because then it like reminds me like, yes, they're still kids, they can still have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're awesome kids, but man, they are working hard. They go to school, then they have bushibran afterwards,
Yeah.
then they have to do other activities like sport, music.
Piano.
Yeah, and I want them to be successful and everything, but they have to have some time to be a kid, right?
Do the parents come to you and put pressure on you?
Not yet. I'm very new at my job, but we have lots of systems to communicate with the parents. Like on a daily basis, we send a book home with them, and on a like more individual basis, we have an app that they can message me with directly. And
Wow, Line and that app?
yeah.
Wow.
So I've had like some parents preemptively message me like if anything is wrong or whatever, just let me know. And I actually appreciate that sort of thing because I do want my students to have the best. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Would you ever want kids?
Oh, I see enough of them. I see enough of them in the day, but who knows? It's still a possibility.
Would you, okay, let's say if you have kids, would you want them to study in the States or here?
For me, I have to say the US. And the reason is I don't think there's anything wrong with the Taiwanese education system, but I've met too many biracial people living in Asia throughout my time living here, and they have talked about the treatment that they get is just brutal.
Really?
At times. Yeah, a lot of them. Like kids making fun of their accents because maybe they don't speak Chinese or Japanese at home
Yeah.
all the time, and just kids are mean. Kids don't even know why they're mean.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's reflecting their
That's
parents or their culture. Kids just want to be mean sometimes for the sake of it. So
We have this saying, 混血, or like if you're a mixed
Mm-hmm.
person, they like them, like because you look prettier and you look unique and all that.
I think as the kids get older, maybe that might be the case. But when they're
Okay,
young, I've
that's true.
heard some brutal stories about this. Yeah.
Okay, that's true. To get kids, you have to date someone, right?
I may have dabbled once or twice in dating in my life, yes.
Okay, so you've dated American girls?
Yeah, but to be honest, I haven't dated an American girl in like 7 years.
Okay.
Even when I was in the US, all of my girlfriends were foreign exchange students. So in America, I had a girlfriend who was an international student from China and another girlfriend who was an international student from Norway. The biggest factor was like Americans, we grow up and we all have such similar experiences, but when you date
That's
somebody
true.
from another culture, like everything may be new to them and everything
is
they
true.
say may be new to you. So for me, it was really cool to be able to learn something new every day. And I love to learn languages, so
Yeah.
it's also like free language tutoring.
That's really good. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So like you've dated Asian girls as well?
Mm-hmm.
Because you've lived in Japan, China, and all that places. Who's crazier?
I gotta say that both are
Crazy.
pretty crazy. Maybe I attract crazy, but I had a Chinese girlfriend for quite a long time, and she was a smoker. And I definitely do not want to be controlling or do not think I am, but I cannot deal with cigarette smoke. And just anytime anything happened between us, she would just like go buy cigarettes and just like smoke them in my face. I would say American girls are more controlling, but Asian girls are more dramatic, especially about attention. Like, I don't know, I call myself an ambivert. I'm an introvert and an extrovert at the
Okay.
same time. And sometimes there'll be days on end where I just don't want to talk to anyone and I just want my own space. And I've found that with Asian girls that I've dated, that is not cool. And
No.
yeah, they tend to get upset with that. And yeah,
So like,
that's a
babe,
huge
what
problem.
are you thinking? Why are you not talking?
Yeah, they always think it's their fault, and I'm like,
What
no,
did I
it
do?"
doesn't. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter what. I just need. Sometimes I draw my energy from being alone. Is that cool? find that that leads to like fishing for compliments and things like that. And it's like, I can't just compliment you all the time. I like compliments too, but I can't just spend my whole day like congratulating you for everything you did. So that's a little difference for me. I guess a lot of my Asian girlfriends in the past, they also dated Asian guys.
Yeah.
And they said they more so waited on them like hand and foot. And I'm like, nah, you gotta do that by yourself.
Do you carry their bags? A lot of Asian guys do.
No.
What if it's a very manly bag?
The answer is no.
What if it's a really cool bag? I don't get the concept.
All right, if you have a backpack that's super heavy and we're doing a long walk, then yes. But if you have like a little tiny shopping bag or a purse or something, you also have muscles, so I feel like you can carry
What
it.
if you're not carrying anything?
I guess it depends. It depends. I'm not carrying a purse.
No, a backpack.
Okay, a
let's say.
backpack. A backpack, yeah, cool, I will. But yeah, don't try and give me a purse, which I see all the time.
Yeah. What do you think of living in Taiwan? What's the best part of it and what is the worst part?
First of all, I love living in Taiwan so much.
Yeah.
I love Taiwan so much. And the best part is definitely people. People here are pretty happy, pretty nice, like sometimes even to a fault. Like I went to a restaurant and I'm trying to buy some rice and the guy was trying to tell me that his rice is not finished cooking yet, so he could only give me one bowl. And I speak Chinese whenever I go anywhere. I never speak English at first. And like this guy was trying to tell me in broken English and like that the rice is not prepared, and I'm like, my guy, I don't know what you're saying. I'm like, 你可以说中文吗？我不知道你说什么。
Wow.
And he still continued in English. So like the people are super nice all the time.
Yeah.
Your healthcare is the best. We're paying an arm and a leg in the US for healthcare right now, so I'm happy that Taiwan has good and affordable healthcare. And the cost of living here is pretty good too.
Okay, so what's the worst thing? What can we improve on?
Online shopping.
What?
Yeah, Shopee is not doing it for me.
What?
Amazon and Taobao have Shopee beat by like tenfold. They both have so many more features and their search is more accurate. Even in Taiwan, I order things from Amazon and from Taobao here because they're both that much better. I'll pay extra.
Shopee is awesome.
I still order like 3 things from Shopee a week, but I hate paying in cash.
I can
hate
relate to
coins.
that.
I wish I could take all of my coins and just throw them out the window at the end of every day. If you go to my house, they're just under my windowsill. There's like a line of 1 NTD coins and I'm like, I'm never gonna use these. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. True. I can't even put them in the Metro card machine because
That is true.
yeah, it doesn't take one. So what am I supposed to do with these? I hate cash.
That is true.
Living in Shanghai, we use WeChat, Alipay all the time, debit card everywhere in the US. Please, Taiwan, if you change that, I'll stay here forever.
Yes, we want to keep you forever. 很开心可以听到这么多工作的经历，或者是关于教育的经历，还有一些台湾可以进步的空间。我们今天的节目就到这边为止，下一次见，拜拜。
拜拜。